For this problem, it's a comparison of miles to kilometers. So let's go ahead and read over the problem. This is to help you with problem number 1 on CR Helper number 29. Mike and Sam are traveling in Canada, and they're trying to determine the speed they can be going in kilometers. The speed limit says 55 miles per hour. How fast will Mike and Sam be going to the nearest kilometer per hour in order to match the speed of 1 mile? In order to match that speed, if you're given that 1 mile is about 1.61 kilometers. Okay, so what we're trying to do is we're trying to, if you know you can go 55 miles in 1 hour, they're asking how many kilometers will you be going per hour. So we could compare miles to kilometers. I'm going to go ahead and set up the upside down caret method to help you with this one. So I'm going to use my fact that I'm given on one side to set up my ratio. So I know 1 mile is the same as 1.61 kilometers. I have 55 miles, and I'm wondering how many kilometers that would be. So if you set up your upside down caret using miles to kilometers, you can just take a look here and say, how do I go from 1 to 55? Oh, multiply 1 by 55. So then with my kilometers, I just will take that and multiply it by 55. So I have 1.61 times 55. Anytime I am multiplying decimals, I like to estimate. 1.61 is about 2. So 2 times 50 is around 100. So I estimate 1.61. I say, okay, that's about 2. 55 is about 50. 2 times 50. So my answer should be somewhere around 100 kilometers per hour. And now we're just going to go ahead and multiply to check. So to multiply, don't even worry about this decimal point until way at the end. We know our answer has to be somewhere around 100. Just multiply as you would 161 by 55. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 6 is 30. Put down a 0, carry a 3. 1 times 5 is 5, and 3 more is 8. Then I have to move here to the tens place. I put down a 0 in the ones place. I move to the tens place. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 6 is 30. Put down a 0, carry a 3. 5 times 1 is 5, and 3 more is 8. I'm just going to go ahead and add those up. 5, 5, 8, 8. Then I say, okay, my answer is somewhere around 100. Well, my answer is 88.55. And I can see I go over 2 decimal places here. So in my final answer, I went over 2 decimal places. So this answer would be 88.55 kilometers per hour. They want you to round to the nearest kilometer per hour. So if you start with 88.55 kilometers per hour, and I want to round to the nearest kilometer, my question is this number closer to 88 or to 89? So if I look here, I can see that this will bump this up to an 89. So as I'm rounding, this number is like $88.55 is closer to $89 than $88. So it would be approximately 89 kilometers per hour that you'd be going. 89 kilometers per hour is the same as 55 miles per hour. I hope that helped.